Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you a story. I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the Flux is going on? I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the Flux is going on? I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the Flux is going on? I am fluxing on them now. I'm fluxing on them proud. I'm fluxing on them now. I'm fluxing on them proud. I'm in the Nimbus. Come check my status. What's my status? What the is going on? I'm in the Nimbus. Come check my status. What's my status? I'm fluxing on them now. 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 I'm fluxing on them proud. What the flux is this? We going to the moon. Can I tell you something? Layer 1, layer 2, this is humongous. Decentralized, so we keep it 100. 10,000 nodes, yeah, we building an army. Flex on them now like it don't mean nothing. We an army and we strong. I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. Come check my status. What the flux is going on? What the flux is going on? What the flux we go so strong? We an army and we strong.
In 1999, Amit Patel, creator of Gmail, said he wanted a slogan that was also a bit of a jab at a lot of the other companies, especially our competitors, who at the time, in our opinion, were kind of exploiting the users to some extent. The most famous phrase in Google's corporate philosophy, "Don't be evil," has been almost entirely removed from the technology giant's code.
If I walk over there and sit next to Mr. Johnson and carry my phone, does Google know that I was sitting here and then I moved over there? Yes or no?
I genuinely don't know without knowing
I'm
what
shocked
services.
you don't know.
Do you or do you not collect identifiers like name, age, and address? Yes or no?
If you're creating an account, yes, and using an account, yes.
Specific search histories when person types something into a search bar.
If you have search history turned on, yes.
Device identifiers like IP address or IMEI.
Depending on the situation, we could be collecting it, yes.
GPS signals, Wi-Fi signals, Bluetooth beacons.
There may be situations, yes.
GPS, yes.
Yes.
Contents of emails and Google documents.
We store the data, but we don't read or look at your Gmail.
But you have access to them.
As a company, we have access to them, yes.
The internet has slipped further and further into the hands of corporate giants. These corporations claim they protect the interests of their users, but time and again, they cross the line. From data breaches, to invasion of privacy, to full-on censorship, they are letting everyone know who is in control. That is, until the people took matters into their own hands and began building Web 3.0.
Another major setback for Facebook, the social media giant already under fire for not protecting users' private information, now admitting it's been hacked again. This time, many are wondering how safe is their personal information.
There is going to be something, a paramount moment, whether it's a massive deplatforming or, some type of censorship, and immediately everybody will realize that there needs to be another way, there has to be another way, and there is another way. And I think you're going to see Web3 really be pushed right into the forefront.
Social media platform Twitter has been fined for a glitch that made private tweets public.
Legacy-based systems, legacy-based individuals, whether it's the financial institution or the technology sector or the healthcare sector, whatever, Web3 is a way for them to be palatable with moving to the next iteration of technology because it looks like something that they already know. They don't have to think of it as blockchain. They don't have to think of it as crypto. They think of it as the next internet.
We are live.
Oh, you're a little quiet there, Dan. If you can up the volume just a tiny bit.
How about that?
Maybe I can do it for you.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Now you, maybe I thought you.
I can fix it for you.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, they're good.
6 years. 6 years in the making, folks, is the culmination of this evening. So, couldn't be happier. Very excited. We've got Davey. We've got Alex. We've got a lineup of special guests that are going to come in and visit tonight. Looking forward to chatting with all them. We're going to do a live demo of the amazing proof of use work software, FluxCore, as it's come to be known. I wanted to start out at the beginning of this and just take an opportunity to thank the community. You guys have been patient with us, and we've been very grateful for the input and the resources that you all have given to us. The support has been, it's unwavering. The folks that are in this project, Davey, can you mute?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're clackety clack, man. So, we're really grateful for everybody and everything that they've put, forward for this team. Oh my God. And there's the trunk. He rolled in too. I told you it's going to be a night of special guests. Trunk, do you remember when we were driving back from the Harley Davidson plant talking about how we were going to scale this on a napkin?
It's happening.
On a napkin. I still have that napkin, by the way. And that's how proof of use of work was actually born. Sitting in a car, coming back from the Harley Davidson plant, where Trunk was checking out the motorcycles. So yeah, and that's how crazy things are in this space. I mean, just a couple guys brainstorming, and the next thing you know, you've got basically a revolution, which is pretty awesome. As I started to say, I just want to thank the community for everything that they've done. I couldn't be more proud of every single one of the folks on the team. What Alex and Davey and Trunk and Jeremy and every single person on this team, Bolter, all the people that have made every single piece of this come together. But definitely a big shout out to Alex. And Alex, I don't want your head to grow. When you came to me a year and a half ago and took our idea and really started to make it to come to fruition, I couldn't have been happier. And we put a lot of trust in you. You put a lot of trust in us. And, Davey mentoring, Todayish mentoring, Jeremy, all those folks you've really helped deliver a pretty amazing thing. And I am very grateful for you as well. Trump, grateful for you, brother. Wouldn't be here without you, man. You and Parker have been our rock as we've went through all these crazy times. And, Davey, I'm grateful for you, man. You've kept me level set for at least the past few years. So, and I need that in case you guys didn't know. But really, this has been a work of love as we've built this out. I mean, there are other people that have brought products to the market. We wanted to bring the right product to the market. We wanted to bring the product that's going to change the game. We don't want to shake things up. We want to break the fucking wheel. And that's exactly what we're doing with proof of work, use of work. So that's enough of me rambling on. Davey, how are you doing? Alex, how are you doing? Trunk, how are you guys doing tonight?
Well, I'm still working here, actually. You guys are partying already. I'm still doing work at the moment.
Well, to be fair, I've got my laptop here too. I was working till like 3 minutes ago. So
yeah, exactly, right? Like, yeah, it's nonstop. It's just nonstop.
Yeah, you've got. Yeah, everybody's saying it's these damn AirPods. I don't know, man. Just you guys talk for a minute. I'm gonna try to figure out if I can.
Sure, yeah, you would do your thing. I got one extra guest coming up as well in a second, so I don't know if everything's set up. I'll text with him in the back. But yeah, how, Alex? When was the first meeting we had, you and I together?
I think it was like January 2021.
Yeah, I think that was
something
the
like
first
that.
time.
Just shouted a message in Discord, and I think Lisa picked up my message, and then messaged Dan or you, and then we started chatting from there.
I remember first time, and you guys are gonna hear some things for the first time probably, or you might have told over a beer at Cypherpunk. But I remember me and Dan going in this conversation, and I'm hitting up. I'm like, Dan, I don't know who this is. He has a good idea, I think. Let's just have a chat. And me and Dan go in the chat, and we see Alex pop up, and one of the professors you were working with, right? So, and a very nervous Alex came online. That I remember that. That was I'll never forget that. He was very, very nervous, which was kind of funny.
The actual. How do I sound now, Davey?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, I put on voice isolation, which I didn't even know that I had, but now I know. Actually, proof of use work goes back. Trunk, do you remember in Philadelphia, we were in the hotel room working on Zelcore, and we were talking about how to use compute resources? So officially, proof of use to work, the idea, the concept of what we were going to do is as old as Zelcore and the project, because that was one of the things as we were walking around the hotel drinking Coronas and having a good time. That was one of the things that we were talking about is the next way to do this. So we talked about the node network and how that would be useful work. And then we said eventually someday down the road, we could pull in GPUs. And if you would have, I would have never in a million years guessed that we'd be where we're at. What's your memories, Trunk?
I know exactly that it would be here, right? It was destined to happen. So yeah, back there in the car, we solved lots of Trump issues and forecasted the future. So it's great to be here in this spot, celebrating the launch, right?
Well, I tell you what, I have. I actually, Alex, the next time I see you, I'm going to present this to you. I have the napkin that we wrote the original map of proof of use to work on. I'm going to have that framed, and I'm going to give it to you. You deserve it. So, pretty. And he left. No, that was Davey. He left.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm gonna give that to you, man. Put it in your collection and keep it, because all this team putting all the work in that they did made that come to fruition. But obviously what you and Davey have done, and helped the imagination that Trunk and I had very early on come to fruition. So awesome work there.
Thank you. I just realized when you mentioned my name again that it was for me and not for Trunk.
Yeah, it's for you,
yeah,
buddy. It's for you.
Thank you.
Trunk wouldn't want it anyway. It'll end up underneath his desk somewhere.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I finally have something to put on my blank wall right here. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, it's got my scribbles, so you can barely read it, and I think the F word's on there a couple times too, just for
authenticity.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely
my work writing. Davey, did you guys want to share anything else, or do you want to do like a little demo and we can kind of walk through things and show everybody, because we've got some time to kill here? Trump,
Yeah.
can you hang out for a little bit?
I got a couple of minutes. Yep.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right.
Cool.
How about I bring somebody in who actually installed it today?
All right. That sounds good.
Yeah. Because he's been dying to get his hands
shit.
on this
Mining
software
King.
for a long
Hell
time.
yes, he has.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, King? How are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, man. I've been I had some stuff to do today, but the last couple hours I've been playing with it right now, swapping out different memory sticks. I'm doing memory testing right now to see how much more I can boost between all the different types of memory and memory speeds I have available on hand to see what I can get. So yeah, it's fun.
Only King would get it literally 2 hours before everyone else and already be trying to figure out how to boost this shit.
Oh yeah, I ordered a bunch of stuff too. Just most of it's here today, so I'll have two more 2U servers to put in my rack that I'll be doing some more testing with. So yeah.
And if you guys haven't checked it out, Mining King just did a proof of useful work rig the other day. We were all watching that. That was in like a mid-afternoon live stream, and we had a great turnout for that. Lots of people came out to see it being built. So check it out on his YouTube and give it a like, because I think it's good that people see that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It doesn't take a lot to get into proof of useful work. Those workstations I picked up, I found from a local reseller. I picked them up for like $50. So granted, their specs aren't super great, but you know, stuff being that old is actually extremely cheap. You know what I mean? So it's not too much to get it actually going. And the scores I got I think they're pretty good. I'm doing okay on the leaderboard. I'm not last. I'm not first.
Show your screen. We can all judge you.
I'm benchmarking right now.
I mean, we're not going to judge you, but we're going to judge you.
We're not going to judge you. I am benchmarking right now.
Oh, you lost Dan, but that's okay.
I'm still here.
Oh, he's still there.
I'm going to go invite some of these other misfits in.
I think I'm still no.
Oh my
nope, it
God.
did finish.
Are you hitting 36,000 already?
I might be. Yeah.
What card is that?
3080 FE.
Oh, that's why. Oh, great.
3080 FE. Yeah.
Alex, do you remember who had the high score at the moment? Is that one of the university rigs?
No, I don't remember who has it, to be fair. I'm physically here. In my head, I'm already a little bit gone.
Well, at least you're honest, buddy. At least you're honest.
he's already gone.
Oh man, he needs a Red Bull.
He needs a Red Bull.
We've been working the shit out of these guys, man. Like I mean, when I say they've been doing 16-hour days to get ready for this. Alex, how much have you slept in the past 3 days, man?
My average past few days, I think it's like, I don't know, I take naps here and there. I didn't really count. My average sleep for the past month was 4 hours and 45 minutes from the Fitbit thing.
The grind is real, my friend. The grind is real. You're young, you can handle this shit. I'm old. Like, this is way past my bedtime. I should be sleeping by now.
Yeah, you should. All right. Let's see if I can get.
But these are some of my AI scores. I guess I can go do the overview of my machine. I guess I have. So I have a 3080 in here, and I have an E5 2698 V3, which is 16 cores and 32 threads. And I also have now the memory has been going up and down, right? Because I've been swapping it out. So right now we're at 12 gigs. Right now is what I've been testing right now. I have a 2 terabyte NVMe right here, a Samsung. I think it's a Samsung Evo 870 is what I have. It's a Gen 3.
King, can you flip that over to dark mode?
No, there's no dark mode enabled at the moment.
Damn it. It would have definitely looked better.
It's exactly how I love it. No dark mode.
I have dark mode, but I'm in the dev version, so
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. No. I don't. Yeah. There's no dark mode. I can't do that. You guys will just have to bear and let it burn into your retinas, I guess.
No, it looks
If I hear
fine.
anybody complain about dark mode, even at this point, I have a break. Just saying.
What? No dark mode? What the hell's going on here?
But you can do. I got the overclocking profiles. I was doing some ergo today, so that was kind of. I kind of like how the overclocking profiles comes up over here. You can kind of play with that a little bit. And then I did a little bit of mining. I didn't do it very long though. I was mining some ergo. So.
Oh, and by the way, you can change that name instead of Ubuntu 2004. By the way, good choice.
Right here.
Yeah. So if you go to your machines, you can. I'll show you, and then everybody knows for going forward. So overview. No, you're gonna have to on the top right on the arrow up, and then click on the little information next to your Ubuntu name.
This guy. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
You change your name. At least somebody who's not running Windows.
Yeah. We'll just.
It works for Windows too, but
it works for Windows too. I know Hobbyist is at the moment also streaming, and I know he's playing with his Dell computer over there. I'm actually watching it on the other screen.
Sick. Nice. I like it too. And then this is where you see the leaderboard over here, correct? This is how I assume.
No, that's your. But you can see your ranking. Yes.
You can. This is your ranking on the leaderboard, though, right?
That's correct.
So see, it's not that bad. Look, I'm not taking number one, right? I'm not crushing records here, but
you took my spot though, which is not.
I mean,
cool. I dropped all the way to spot number 115 on AI. What gives? I used to be number one.
Well, there was nobody else testing.
What? Still, I was number one at one point.
I've been continuously benchmarking.
I need to get my damn gear running, for God's sakes.
Oh man, but yeah,
by the way, we have already support for. Just FYI, Dan. Even if you're running those mobile 3060s or 3070Ms,
the support is there. The Franken cards.
Yep, support is there. Yeah, at least on Linux, and I think on Windows too, right, Alex? Special drivers, though, right?
I got to tell you, this actually looks really damn good on the. I got it on the big screen TV over here watching. Looks damn good, guys.
So funny story. Me and Dan were at was it Missouri? Yeah, we were at Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a lull. It was like lunch hour, and I see Dan just staring at the TV because we have a TV at the booth, and he's just standing there staring at the TV, and he goes, and I see his head go like, huh. So I join him. I'm like, what were we watching? He's like, I'm watching our videos. I'm like, oh, cool. He's like, they're actually pretty good on TV. I'm like, really? I'm like, so I'm standing there. So like a minute in, and we're both standing like this, like our heads crooked, like, yeah, these are actually pretty good high def.
It was high def 4K. Like it looked amazing. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, we watched the entire reel of all the videos that we have, and we have a couple playing. So yeah, it's kind of cool to watch.
All right,
because we never really see that. Like when I'm doing this stuff, I'm like on the screen, and it's a small window, and uploading it. But yeah, Dim does an amazing job.
He does.
When
when
it comes to these videos, and not just Dim. And we gave credit now to Alex, and we can't forget the work that Lucas and Kalen put in on the design.
My God. Yeah, absolutely.
What you're seeing on the screen, this is iteration number, I forgot what it is. But the amount of design and the amount of figmas I've looked at, and I hear the word figma and I cringe at this point because it was like, oh, we have another figma for you, Davey. I'm like, oh, again? Okay, what did you guys change now? So we've gone through a couple iterations. This is a neat look, clean feel. You have everything, your information for there. I don't know if you've played with, you only have one in a GPU in there, but if you have multiple GPUs, it'll show you an average, so you can kind of follow along there. It's actually pretty cool if you have multiple, because I have multiple stations here. So I have, at one point I have like this, I have a massive Samsung monitor. Not to brag, thanks Alex, because Alex is like a salesperson. He sells me all this type of hardware.
I
Anyway,
bought one too. I bought one too when I got home.
The curved one.
Yes, hell
Yeah.
yes.
And anyway, so I have multiple browsers open while I was doing my benchmarking, and I have all of these gauges going. It's like mesmerizing. It's fun.
Well, you know, the thing about miners, what do we love more than anything else? Man, there's no feeling like firing up that rig and seeing that shit start to hash. You feel like you're in the damn Matrix, man. Like, it's good shit. It's addicting. That's why we're here, right? And when Alex was asking about, you know, the first version that came out, he says, "What does this need?" I said, "More gauges, more shit. We need more stuff to look at because we want this to be, you know what I mean? Like, it just has that oomph to it."
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, guys. He literally, I want more of that. I want more of that. I'm like, all right, fine.
They're always like, is this too much? Is this too much? I'm like, no, we need more. Give us more.
No, I like this right here. You got your memory usage, your GPU usage, CPU temperature, CPU usage, and all that stuff. You got your GPU temperature. What, personally speaking, as a miner here, just, you know, a little, maybe to see a little something extra is where your temperature is, maybe the memory temperature, because that's usually where things will throttle, right? Especially on like 3080s and 3090s and 4090s. They're, you know, you might need a repad maybe. It would be cool to kind of see the memory temperatures. That way you can tell if the card is actually throttling or not, right? If maybe you're losing performance.
Let's see if we can get that for you guys. That's actually not a bad idea.
Davey, keep an eye on the backstage too, because we might have some people popping in here.
At this point, there's nobody there yet, so we're all good.
Okay.
Our friend here has the stage. It's all his.
Oh, really? Oh.
Keep on going.
So are you going to do a dance for us, Mining King? Or because normally we're the ones who get invited to your type of stream. So
yeah, right.
So Mining King, a couple questions for you. So at Terra Hosting, so can we host proof of user work rigs too? I'm going to do the reverse here, buddy. I'm going to start asking you questions.
Yeah, you're going to ask me questions. We do plan on. That's our goal for, you know, the start of next year is getting all the AI proof of useful work and everything like that. We need to work on pricing, right, and structure like that, because obviously AI compute and things like that uses a little more bandwidth. Do these need static IPs or no? Or can there be multiple rigs on one singular IP address? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Is there a bonus to having static?
I got this one. Well, static is always easier for yourself to manage your machines, right?
Right.
Because otherwise, you can,
but yeah, we do plan on getting into that. We just have to figure out the pricing, right? Because we're on dedicated fiber. So I'm not sure if smaller rigs, like one card rigs, would make sense, but definitely multi GPUs would probably make sense for people to host with us. Yeah. I think singular cards should be probably hosted, you know, at home or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, we're definitely going to be getting into that scene. We are planning to launch our own baseline compute in February next year. So it's going to be. It's a huge project, so I'm looking forward to that. So it's going to be crazy. So
awesome. So your benchmark was about 35,000, right?
Yeah, it's been going up and down. I'm trying to watch to see when I start gaining some, like when it goes up or more or less. When
I don't know what the reason is, but there's always a small divergence.
I would say that there's probably like a 5% like discrepancy, right? Based on the
I've noticed that too.
Testing, but you could see that like there was a jump here, right? You know, here's 35, 36. You know, this is.
So what did you do there?
Here,
or are you not going to give it? So that's the other beauty. So I'm glad you found that. So you can actually see.
Well, yeah, what you were using.
Well, you were using this at that given time.
This test was not good because I didn't redo a hardware scan.
Okay.
So this is. This is
Can
the
you explain
official.
what that is? The hardware scan.
Oh yeah, so
I know you're running a benchmark now, so don't do it.
yeah,
Like that.
so when you come over here to the, I guess I'll start from the beginning, right? You're over here at your machine section, and you would click on your machine. Then you click on the hardware section, and now this is going to bring up everything that's in your machine. And look, you can even see I'm using a different type of memory in here because I'm just being lazy. But you
Oh
can see
shit! There goes the neighborhood.
You can see that the Intel Xeon I'm using with 16 cores, 32 threads, 2 terabyte NVMe, and the GPU and the networking, the operating system, motherboard. Obviously, it's a Dell, because I'm on a workstation. But every time you make a change, though,
yeah,
you need to come up here and click a button. You need to click this button right here. And so I didn't know that at first. I started to notice that because the first 2 times I put new memory in, right, it just auto-populated and said, hey, you have this much memory. And it just seen it. So I thought it was okay. But then I noticed the scores were kind of, they were not as accurate, right? Because I wasn't hitting the hardware scan tool. So when you guys, I'll turn this off and then I'll put another stick of memory in it or take one out and then I'll rescan it to make sure it has a proper configuration while we're running our benchmark here.
Is that something, Davey, maybe we could add that could auto scan? You know what I mean? Like if somebody makes a change like that, it could just automatically scan for it instead of having to do a manual refresh.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Davey. I did not mean to give you more work.
Well, you're not giving me work. So here's how this goes, okay? So you guys get a glimpse on how this works. So Dan, just give me the instructions. Hey, Alex, can you make sure that the rescan button becomes automated? I've got some complaints from folks. It's really high priority. So if you can really start working on that, like right now, it's
good thing it was initially. So it's just turning it back on.
Yeah.
All right, there you
go. See, that's how we work. So I put pressure on Alex, and no.
What pressure?
Blood pressure? Or
what did you pressure? Say? I said what pressure?
My blood pressure has gone up. I'll be very honest. So
Geek of all trades says he's side loading FluxCore on a vast machine right now. I'll let you know if it catches fire.
I don't think it'll break, but I don't know what it's going to do when you get a job on Vast,
right?
And later on you get a job on us. 2 different container systems and so
yeah.
I don't know. But
Ghosty asked a real good question here. He said, "Can Afterburner be in the run in the background to control the GPUs?"
Absolutely, that's actually a good idea. Just FYI.
And by the way, I'm running my FluxCore on Linux, so I'm not on Windows. So just so everybody knows. I'm using Linux.
Like a boss.
Yeah. Sort of like a boss with Alex's help, but yeah.
Yeah, that I wanted to throw one thing out there too. This is alpha, guys. Like these little things that King picked up on as he goes through. These are the things that we need from you. There's a reason why we released this as an alpha and didn't release it after January the 1st as a beta. We wanted to get you guys' input. I mean, we've got just today. Alex, how many things did you say was in queue for the past couple of days? Almost 400 different things. That we were. Well,
was that
somebody.
Bad?
It wasn't that bad. 100.
No. That's an estimation that we have. So.
That's the estimation of what's coming in. I got you.
Yeah.
See, I was asleep at that point in the meeting, so I just heard the number 400.
He's late in the meetings. He sleeps during the meetings. He leaves early in the meetings.
None of that happened.
Classy guy. How's it going, gentlemen?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I have a question for Alex.
Oh boy.
And Jeff Key. Is 2 GPUs working yet on this?
Yes. Yeah, you can. I had it working the other day, but benchmarking though, not yet.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering on benchmarking. Okay, perfect. The reason I'd ask was like at the end of my stream, I ended up shutting it down, slapping in another GPU, exact same one, and booting it up, and it didn't show it at all. So that's why I wasn't sure.
Oh, if you okay, so yep, you missed an important piece. You literally dropped off right as he was explaining it. Did you do a rescan of your hardware?
Okay, here I'll take you through the official all the way step tutorial.
Bullshit! It should pick it up automatically. That's what I'm going to say about that. What world do you live in?
Alex, I'm getting more complaints about this rescan button. Is it automated again?
There's no reason it's not on a timer. Let's be honest here.
Just send me your address, and I'll send you a pallet of Red Bull. Okay, to keep you going.
That's right. That's right. Add it to the list. Add it to the wish list. The wish list.
Already did. All good.
Nice. So you went to machine, and then you're going to the top right there. Okay.
You're going to hardware, and then you're going to click on the hardware tab, and then go
rescan. Got it. But it wouldn't work in my benchmark anyway. Okay. Cool. I like it. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting the King show. I'm interrupting the King show. I'm sorry.
No. This is a party. This is fun for us to watch. Like you guys normally invite us, but now it's the other way around. So we ask you guys questions. So.
I like it. Okay, so I have a bunch of questions. Stop right here. Okay, so you're on the benchmark screen. Are you gauging everyone's overall score based off of just AI? So click the drop-down menu next to AI there. So my question there, the little arrow to the right, like everything is based, that number, that final score seems to only be based off of AI.
No, there's also Blender.
Okay, that's correct. Why do we not have an overall at the very top of that, and then it takes all of your benchmarking into account versus just AI?
It's comparing apples to oranges. Render and AI is different things. So we want to.
Well, correct, but we're benchmarking the whole machine for all of it.
Every machine has a different use. That's the thing.
Okay, so then my second question is, how do we know? Like, I thought we were going to have, and maybe this is coming, so I apologize, an area next to each of these. So like King, pick one of those right there. Perfect. So like it says your speed is this. How do we know like areas of improvement? Like, are we just basing it off of the median and like, okay, King is 875 off of the median's 1.8. Is that what that says? So
King, can you show your rank? Then he knows what that's probably what he's looking for.
I'm just looking for ways to improve. So how do I know where I need to improve with my benchmark?
So there's a couple things you can do. So you can see on the screen right now on the bottom right, you see all those little those eyes everywhere. So you can literally look at the moment you took that bench. This is literally what the score was. That was the hardware you were using.
Just before you ask, I already added an export ticket into CSV in case you want to compare.
Yes, I was going to ask about that, so you can have a spreadsheet. Yes, look at this guy.
Spreadsheet man. What is your name? What is your name? Max Voltage? You want your spreadsheets? Jesus.
I thought it was Geek of all trades.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
Yeah, every time you run a benchmark, you just click the eye here, and then you can see your GPU, your storage, and see. I know that I'm not going to ever hit this right here, this the disk speed, because I'm running Gen 3, right? Because I'm on an older.
Okay.
I'm on older hardware. It's a Gen 3 NVMe, right? So it's only going to get like max like a gig. You know what I mean? On the best day.
What am I coming at?
Now, if you got Gen 4, I mean, you can get some really high speeds up there, right? You can get like up to like 7,000.
And then
mine's at 1.8. Yeah, mine's at 1.8 currently. And does that? Okay, here's a question for Alex and Jeffy. Does that take into account? Like, I have a solid state and a 4 terabyte drive in there. Does that take into account both of those or just the solid state drive?
Just a solid.
It's interesting. Okay. Because I just have a solid state drive in mine and it scored 1.8. Now, does the secondary drive come into account for your benchmark? Because you want that. Was it the case you wanted that for storage for proof of useful work?
That can be slower storage. I don't want to punish you for putting in more storage if it's like
no 100%. I mean, I guess my question is, but that's not considered for the benchmark, right?
No.
Got it. Okay.
You're the main driver that where everything is running on. That's going to be orchestrating everything. That's the one that we want to utilize. King, if you can go back to your machine overview. So on the top right, the little arrow.
This one? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then if you click now on your benchmark score on the right there, the little question mark to see more. This is also where you can see where you fit in the group. So you can see
the rankings.
your ranking right there. So
You can
he's
see my ranking dropped really hard that time. I had a bad score. I went down to 28,000 when I was in the 30s.
Yep.
And yours is a 3080 in there, right? Correct. You have 13080.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's.
I didn't get to
I'm gonna
see the
go.
rest of your machine. I
So
apologize.
my
I didn't get to see it.
3070, for instance, scores about 34,000.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go back to benchmark.
Yeah, that
on this.
GPU is definitely very weighted. Is what I'm. Am I
Yeah.
correct in my assessment here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking.
Well,
and
it's
then
actually
you
your
have-
entire system, right? Don't forget, it's your entire system, and the throughput from with the CPU and the bus lanes all play in this as well. So that's why this is really heavy.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Kings versus mine, and I think so. My bottleneck, based off discussing with you, my bottleneck, which that'd be kind of cool if you could see that too, is like, hey, your bottleneck on improving your score is the GPU. You know, being able to see that, like, I guess because that's where my thought is. Like, after I ran the benchmark, my first thought was, where's my bottleneck? Is it my memory? Well, I have 128 gigabytes of memory, so it's probably not the memory. Is
so
it
basically
yeah.
highlighting whatever it is that's holding you back?
Correct. Or maybe it's just it ranks your hardware based off, like, just for you, based off of like the scores or whatever it is, just so you know, like, okay, my CPU is perfect, I don't need to touch it, but my GPU needs work, like, type of deal. Because based off my conversation, based off my conversation with you guys are telling me, hey, your 3060 12 gigabyte is your bottleneck. Awesome. But it'd be cool for the system to tell you, which would be nice.
No, I got a 3062, and my score is 25.
Wow. That's interesting. So I wonder what my...
Hey,
you want
Gordon
to see what I have? I can
Gordon
share.
Yes, I'd love to see what you have.
Gordon Murray says the bottleneck's behind the keyboard.
100%. Hey, I just clicked the button. All right, I just clicked the go button. They made it in. They made that play button pretty damn big.
This one.
I like it.
Good question, actually, that people are asking. Network requirements, up and down speeds. Okay, Mining King, Hobbyist Miner, we've talked so much at this point. What are the network requirements?
All right, so the upload, when you first, there's two things to look at. When you first launch FluxCore, it goes through, and I don't know what it is, but I don't know what to call it. Alex, what's the name for the first, like, 5 or 6 steps it goes through? Is there a name that you guys are giving that, like an initial assessment or setup? That
installer setup.
Yeah, so in the first few seconds of launching FluxCore, it goes through a variety of different steps, which, by the way, it shows your location when it does a speed test, so don't do that on stream. And then it tells you how you perform for your download and your upload speed. So it doesn't show that, actually. A good recommendation, when you go to your benchmark, King, and go to your upload or your download, it does not show those requirements anymore. The only place we saw that was when you first launch FluxCore. So if you go to your last benchmark and go to download or upload, because mine was like 900 and something.
Oh, you can go here.
Yeah, right there. Yep. So download. So right here, that information that you guys had on that first screen would be awesome at the top there to show like download and upload. So upload, let me jump to it real quick. My upload's 40. And so it says the recommended is 200.
When you run the benchmark, though, this comes up every time, right? So look, here's upload, and every time it uploads, this is what you get.
Correct.
And I mean, I'm on shared fiber right now, and I got my kids playing video games and my wife doing stuff. Like, my internet's like, it's being taxed right now. So
yeah. So the very beginning screen said the minimum upload is 1, and it said the recommended is 200 for upload. I didn't see anything for the recommended for download unless I missed it in that initial part. It just said my download was good. Is there a download recommended from Alex or Jeff Key? Because I didn't see that really anywhere.
No.
Okay.
The faster the better.
Okay, gotcha.
The thing about might happen actually is that your customer might actually have a requirement for you. So your customer might say, if let's say they offer a job and they might say, hey, look, you need to have at least a 3060 12 gigs. You need to have at least 100 uploads and 100 download. That might happen. There will be potential things that they set that you might need to make sure that on their end.
I think that would be more enterprise-based infrastructure. Like the normal people aren't really going to care about any of that. They just want to get their job completed. So that's the way. I mean,
So a question in chat from CJ Crypto was asking earlier when we were talking about it, but how does the extra storage come into play? The additional secondary drive.
Alex, you want to take that one?
The question was, sorry.
Extra
Listen,
storage.
you got
Why
to
do
pay
you need extra
attention. You got to
storage?
pay attention with limited sleep
Yeah.
over there. Okay, come on, step it up.
Come on, Alex. Work with us. Now,
How does the secondary storage come into play? The additional slower disk. How does that come into play?
If you store the result locally on the machine when you're done processing it, well, how is it going to be used, or how is it going to be benchmarked?
How's it going to be used?
Yeah,
How it's going to be used? Yeah. So, for example, just storing results, additional results, or the data set itself, and move it towards whatever you need. It really depends on the use case again.
Yeah, let's say if I do, I'll jump into medical. Sorry, guys, I always bring up the medical stuff. But if I'm bringing in, let's say I have to do what should I do? X-ray screening. So let's say I bring in X-rays for chests. So I want to make sure I want to train a model for X-rays. So I'm going to do like 1 million studies of those. So what's going to happen is you're going to pull in those X-rays. X-rays are not that small, but they're not huge either. So like they're like a 250 to 500 megs size, depending on the age of the machine it says. But you bring those all in, you got to store them somewhere before you can access them, right? So you start downloading them. They go through the motion. They go through the GPU. It does its thing, but you store that locally for the time being, while you're doing the thing. That's what sets us a little bit apart of what the other folks are doing, and with other projects, is we'll be able to take in that data, the large amounts of data, take that storage temporary, encrypted, and then we push that through the thing. I always forget the encryption that we'll be utilizing or providing for folks to utilize if they want to. What's it called again, Alex?
The container, or
no, the encryption. The back.
Oh, the homomorphic one.
There it is. It's a little heavy, but
it's
expensive.
Yep.
He always says expensive. It's intensive.
Computer
is the somebody asking in chat too, and I'm curious on the benchmark. Is that something that always has to be manually run, or is there an automated job that like forces these every so often on rigs?
You have to start this manually.
Okay, so if I swapped out hardware, I'm going to want to do the rescan and then run my benchmark again.
Yeah.
Yes, but then when you run a job, there's also benchmarks running throughout the job.
Oh, okay, got it. Interesting. And does that update our benchmark if need be?
No, it's a smaller scale, just making sure that you're actually running the hardware you're saying you're running.
So it's like a checksum pretty much to make sure that got you.
We essentially, we essentially do the same thing for our node infrastructure. We basically run progressive benchmarks to make sure people isn't cheating the system.
I know Mining King does, so you got to watch out for that guy.
Well, he's already tweaking shit, for God's sakes.
He has the software for 2 hours, and I've how many benchmarks did he run already? And he's already improving, which is literally what I said. And Mining King, I think it was on your stream that I said it once. This is going to be mining from the start again. You're going to be tweaking on your machines nonstop and finding that sweet spot.
Exactly.
That's the beauty of it. And that's also kind of why the leaderboard is there to push that.
I got a couple questions I want to throw in here.
Okay. Go for it.
Does FluxCore allow for auto changing to mining when no proof of use work job is in use? So we haven't showed that part of the mining piece yet. So Mining King, do you want to flip over maybe to that tab and showcase that a little bit?
And yes, it'll stop your mining.
So yeah, I'm not mining anything right now. But I have made a little ergo flight sheet, right? I tested it out earlier today. And it was really easy to use. You could just come over here and make a new config. We'll just say we're going to mine Flux. We're going to, I like mini Z myself. Everybody has different preferences.
Me too.
We're going to say, we're going to go to Flux Pools US, and then here you would add your wallet, right? Or whatever wallet you want to add. So, and then you select the GPU, which I really like this. So if you want to mine different coins with different GPUs, I mean, it makes it kind of easier, right, than doing it in Hive and doing the extra config arguments, which, you know, some people are, that can be a little intimidating for people, right? Doing extra config, setting miners for specific cards. So I thought that was really cool. And then over here you could put your electrical cost. You haven't saved this, or you want to, yes, I don't want to save it. Okay. So you can like put your, you know, yours is like, you know, 10 cents or whatever. And then you pick your asset. Now, the cool thing is though, is this isn't showing anything, but when the benchmark's done, I'll turn it on, but it will pull my hash rate and wattage from FluxCore. And based on my electricity rate, it will say how profitable I am.
So you don't have to go to what to mine or anything like that. Like it's just
no,
it's
it
showing
just
it
tells
to you
you
right within the software. Yeah,
it'll pull that information
What to mine
based
brought
on
to you.
Yeah,
what to mine brought to you.
No, for real.
I like that. What to mine brought to you.
I like.
So
it.
I thought that was
I like
really
it.
helpful because people can really. Everybody's always wondering, like, oh man, how profitable am I? Right? Am I making anything? You know, or am I negative? All you got to do is just put in your electrical rate. You know, obviously the coin you're mining, because let's say if I put Conflux in, but I'm mining Ergo, right? It's not going to be accurate, right? You would want to pick.
Somebody
the
was
correct
asking
coin.
in chat about a scheduler. Like, is that coming at some point, or an option where you could schedule when it mines? Okay, that'll be cool.
I think it's is it already in it, or is that coming later?
It's not visual yet. So it's in the back end, but it's not visual yet.
Yeah. So ultimate goal is to allow like this. This is going to be used by a lot of people that maybe have a, you know, 1 or 2 GPUs in their gaming computer, and they want to game till, you know, whatever time, and then they want to have it click on at midnight and run till the next day at noon. You'll be able to absolutely do that.
See that little gauge next to your GPU in your configuration miner?
So little gauge
next to where you select your GPUs. There's a little gauge.
Oh, the orange one.
Overclocking.
That's where you select.
I
saw somebody asking. So
I was gonna ask that because I didn't know about this first, right? How I did it is you would go out back to your machines, and then go to overclocking.
I'll be very honest here, and so this is what I was doing as well till this morning when Alex was like, "Why?"
Yeah, that's the only way I found to do it.
There's a button right there, Dave. I'm like, oh,
you just click.
See, now I look like smart because I'm like, hey, well, there's a button.
Yeah, so you would click managed overclocks, and this is going to bring you to your overclocking profiles, and this is what it looks like. And then you would click add a profile, and then you can add AM. Can you? It won't let you do AMD obviously because you guys aren't supporting it right now. I think, right?
You can run AMD, but I don't know if the overclocking is not going to work for AMD this year.
Not yet.
But you can run AMDs on there. You can mine with AMD. This T-Rex is there. Low miner supports
all different kinds of algorithms overclocking here. Then you got your core clocks, memory clock, power limits. Oh, look, even the pill commands for the older 10 series cards. Boy, I haven't seen that. You know.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So there's it's there, but some of the things might still not be 100%. So what you're gonna see. So the moment you install this, if for those who are gonna stay up till midnight, I applaud you. But basically, what you're gonna see in the next few days, and on the bottom left, you can see Mining King's thing is login there. Underneath, powered by Flux, you'll see a button come up. And I can guarantee you, it'll be like a few times a day at the beginning, but you can do an update.
It's been like 3 times, I think, since I've had this thing.
There you go. It's like it'll update nonstop. Well, while we're at it, I want to basically also make sure I commend the guys, and some of them are actually in the chat as well. We have a pilot group. I think it's about 20 people. I would have to look at that Discord that we set up for that. But those guys have been helping, Mowat, even Ghosty. There's a couple other guys. We had a wide variety of folks who are very technical and folks who are not as technical, just to make sure we cover all our bases. Those guys have been providing a lot of feedback. And just the stream already, you guys provided feedback. How far are we with that automated scanning, Alex? Is it done yet? But
come on now.
Hey, real quick, a couple questions I want to. Couple
Go ahead.
questions I want to answer. Yes, Afterburner can be used in the background. We talked about that earlier. A Geek of All Trades asked about, will this be used for Mayhem? Absolutely. Will NiceHash be supported? Not only will NiceHash be supported, NiceHash will be our simple mine, and we just launched a partnership with them today. We had an AMA with them today. We have a partnership with them as well. So lots of good shit going there.
Yeah. So the way, so if you go back to the mining for me, Mining King, and I'm using you as my guinea pig here. Sorry.
Oh, mining. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's you.
So you can see here, there's a lot on your screen. And if you guys remember Mining King and Hobbyist, at Mining Disrupt, we had a different window here. I don't know if you remember the big button, the play button.
Yeah.
That is still there. It's just not visual at this point. But that's basically the reason we took that out is we're going to modify that so that it's basically NiceHash.
Okay.
So that you can do a lot of profit switching and all that fun stuff. Again, the idea is to make it as easy as possible for everybody to use. So
yeah, let me see if this benchmark is done running and I can start mining. Oh, yeah.
You got to do another benchmark? Man, look at you.
No,
you don't get paid for every benchmark you run, right?
You don't?
me and us get paid $1 per benchmark that people run, just FYI. So the more you guys run.
Nice. Jeff Key, that second GPU did come up after the rescan. So appreciate it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if it worked in my benchmark, I would appreciate it. But, just saying.
Oh, you know what? I don't even know if I applied my overclock. Can you do that on the fly?
You can. I don't know how your Linux is going to take that.
Like me?
Somebody asked, are we going to give install instructions?
Yes.
We just did a Medium article that we just released and kind of walked you through the process. So if you guys are interested, just check out our Flux official Medium, and there's some walkthrough there.
So, I'm going to quickly take the screen here. Sorry. I'll bring it back in a second here, but just to give you guys an idea, as we're going, our developers are already pushing updates right now. So, I have a dark mode.
Oh wow, you're gonna sit there and really flex that? Yeah, how many people on my stream were like, "Whoa, what needs dark mode?"
Yeah. So yeah, and then it's just as simple as update now, or in your machines. I have a bunch of machines running here. I got my one mining, so you can see my scores here as well. So right here, I'm number 16 on this on the AI training.
How come we don't see your 580s on here? Come on now.
Because they're actually offline.
Ah, man. How dare you?
I am literally in the process, and I didn't get to it of installing Linux on there so that I can get the 580s going as well. Or Windows. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. Anyway, yeah, so I have this guy with the 23070s. It's offline, but you can still see. Yeah, so that machine is in my kid's bedroom, but you can still see all the scores that I had. So you can also see that I found a way to upgrade it. I don't know if I can see that. Can't see that at the moment. That's unfortunate. But yeah.
Somebody asked where Dan's 1070 Ti's are. They're sitting back there, ready to rock and roll, people.
My 1050, I did use it at one point, but I don't think I have the benchmark for it anymore. I think it's somewhere. The benchmark must be logged somewhere, though. But
I got that same 1050.
It's a tiny little, but it's my go-to card. Yeah, EVGA. Yeah. It's my go-to if I have to quickly do some benchmarking or testing or something. It's a really good card for that. But yeah, you can see me mining right now, and
I'll be curious to see where some traditional GPU rigs are at. So a rig of 83070s. How that's going to weigh. Have you guys had any of those online yet?
I think Moet might have some of those.
Okay. I was just curious on how that ended up doing, like off of the benchmark there. Now, most of those are PCI 1X lanes, right? X1 lanes versus 16. So those are pretty. Those aren't going to be used then for AI, and that's going to be used more for the other jobs. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You might want to refresh their mining king if it's not showing.
Oh, okay, yep.
Come on.
That might sometimes happen, guys. If you don't see your hash rate straight away come up on your currently mining, just give it a refresh. It'll come up. Not sure what the deal is there.
Don't worry, I broke it again. It's okay.
Or did you upload an OC there? No.
Hey.
Okay, so no, actually, the OC was still there. It was still applied from last time.
Okay.
So, question: does that OC get applied to your benchmark score though to AI, or only when mining?
Well, if you set your OC, and you don't touch it, you're gonna be running with those overclocks.
When you when you benchmark and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. If you set the power down, you're gonna benchmark at a lower. That's also why my scores were lower for some, because I had been playing with some what is it, Afterburner.
Okay. Yeah.
Somebody asked if you can use this for X1 PCIe, just only certain job types.
You could, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what is this? It says it's offline, Jeff Key. Is that bad? Do I need to restart?
I had that at one point, so the GPU was offline. I don't know if that was a GUI or what, but then mine just like became active again. By the way, I ran my
It's
benchmark
definitely not
again.
offline. It's running.
Yeah.
Again, and it did go up, just like you said. It went up over 500 points by running it a second time.
Oh no, there it goes. Online.
Yeah,
it's done.
It takes a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So see, it says I'm getting 135 mega hash right now. It probably takes a while for it to populate. So, but we could say
Load miner is I've noticed load miner is a little slower to come back with results. We actually talked about that this morning as well. So, oh boy, there's more stuff in the back end. Do I bring that guy in as well?
There you go. There's the profits. There's your profits right there.
Oh, yeah, populate. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, I had to fill in the click back. I had to put what I was using to get it to populate and then calculate it.
Alex,
Nice.
do we have do we have the API set up to pull in the parallel assets for Flux mining?
It's pulling it all from What to Mine. So yeah, if What to Mine has it all set up, then yes.
Oh, yeah,
guys?
We just.
What's up,
hey,
Mr. Hawk?
Oh my God, look at that baby, too damn cute.
So funny story. I got home a little early. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump on the stream, say what's up to everybody, and then this one just starts crying, and I was like, oh. Like, you know what? Nah, you're coming on the stream with me. So there we are.
He's doing good.
There you go.
Yeah, he's all right. He's tired. Woke up. So he's all right. He's chilling.
Can FluxCore auto start on PC boot so that it can start mining and wait for jobs? Yes.
That's a good idea.
Auto mine though.
Well, we should set up maybe in our next iteration, maybe set defaults for like auto launch. So like basically, if you boot up the computer, it automatically has those defaults in and it just starts going. So, I mean, that could be something.
Alex is already typing.
Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, bud. But it's literally.
Hey, so for every one of these, that means you just gotta hire more developers. It's like, okay, for every 10 tickets, Alex, for development work, one more developer gets brought on. Just keep it going, right?
It's coming out of Davey's paycheck, so
that's 100%. 100%.
What?
I like Keith's idea. He says, "What's the default Flux address? Does it go to Dan?"
It's actually mine.
I asked that to Alex earlier today. I'm like, what's this address in here for Flux?
You guys should all use that for real.
Yeah.
It's Davies.
No, I don't know.
I
Actually,
knew
no. I don't know if
I
it's
knew
mine
it.
actually.
I was told it was the foundations, the Flux Foundation's address. That's in there.
Is that what it is?
That's what Alex told me. So, sorry, Alex.
That's what
sorry
I
on the
was.
spot.
That's what he was told.
That's what I was told.
Just
So I don't
told
know.
him.
Maybe
To
they
be
just.
fair, I could have picked a random person out of the blockchain. So whoever it is, I would,
Oh my
it's been so long, I don't even remember whose it is.
Hey, question on your leaderboard. Somebody had mentioned earlier, I think it was skipped over, but on your leaderboard, I know you guys have kind of gamified it, which is pretty cool. Any thoughts on adding things like any type of like achievements or rewards for how long you're in the top 100 or top one? You know, if it's like you have an achievement section to the left and earn it, or even add a little incentive there, like for every whatever you're in there, X amount of flux or wherever. So just throwing it out there. Any thoughts or feedback on that?
Absolutely. We've talked to a lot of our partner projects. I mean, because you got to remember, this isn't just for Flux. This is for any project that's mining out there. So it basically allows any proof of work project out there to be able to be participatory. And with that, they are absolutely going to work with us to make sure we incentivize people, whether it's through, NFTs or additional Flux, or what maybe a super block, which I really like an idea about that. Like if you hit a particular threshold, it's a super block. Like the old school super blocks back when we used to mine and get those big super blocks. This is a little bit different. It would basically be a pool for the leaders. So, and it would also incentivize as we start to bring on teams, or that would also kick in there as well.
The biggest company, the biggest group, best online or times, all the things. Like we're going to be able to do competitions, giveaways based on the leaderboard, right? So
that'll be
but
cool.
For now, and here's the business side talking. Sorry, what I want now is I want numbers, right? I want those folk. I want to be able to go to somebody and say, hey, look, we got all of these GPUs ready to go. You want to use them? So that's my incentive for it. So the leaderboards is you can filter by GPU, you can filter by location, so we could have like the best 3060 computer in North America is, and then boom, that's guy.
Cool.
And the best 3060 in Europe is this guy. So we can do all the things.
Flux rewards for the top rigs,
for instance.
Absolutely.
Maybe
Absolutely.
something on consistency. The people who have the best uptime, or have the best, stuff like that. Like that should be people that get rewarded.
Well, you get incentivized already by probably being picked a lot for jobs, but
correct,
right.
But the leaderboard also has that gamifying, and we can.
I'm wearing the Cypherpunk shirt today. Okay, so I better get something extra just for wearing this. All right?
I couldn't find mine. I looked for it. And I was like, all right, I don't know where it went. So I was like, all right.
Are you kidding me? DJ Mines would have loved this Cypherpunk event because all the shirts you guys gave them to us, and it was great.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
He screwed up. He did. He should have been there.
We
actually
we took the Axis shirts that we still had. We took them to the SC23, and the one for Orwell was some people were just loving that. I warned you guys. The one that says I warned you about it, or I wrote a book about it. I think it is.
I have that one. I have the burgundy one.
Yeah, the burgundy one. People absolutely love that one.
The George Orwell one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my idea. That
was a really good one, and people love that shirt.
Geek of All Trades had a good question. He says, "Will there be a verified, unverified classification too?"
Oh, there's actually more than that.
Yes.
Yeah. Where is that? Is that not in there yet?
That's not visual at this point. Again.
Okay.
Just getting you guys onto the system and familiar with it is, and then you'll start seeing things up here. So yes, there will be a verified and unverified. So, and you don't have to verify. Just FYI, you don't have to if you don't want to do the KYC routine and all that fun stuff. So that's fine. But it actually comes with an extra reduction in the fee if you are verified. So that's the bonus there. You'll also probably get more work because people will see that you're a verified person.
So, well, hold on, Davey. One second before we get too far. Why do we want verified and unverified? First and foremost, you never have to be verified to participate in this ecosystem. Decentralization, pseudo-anonymous ID, do your thing. Do you, boo-boo. Okay? The verified allows us to approach enterprise-based customers that we are already working with or will work with and be able to prove that the infrastructure and that hardware can be tied back and ran on dependable, reliable uptime. That's very important for an enterprise to be able to say, where is my infrastructure? Well, if I know that my infrastructure has been verified by verified individuals running that on the network, I feel more comfortable with it. Some people don't give a shit, but when we start getting into some of the HIPAA, PHI, GDPR, all these pieces, we're definitely going to need to have some verified systems as well.
It's actually one of the requirements.
Yeah, best of both worlds.
There was a question in chat I saw too from Second TL, which was a good one. What are the fees and how does it compare to Vast AI and TensorDoc?
Well, I was actually getting to that. So, I know Vast charges, 25%, I believe it is, fees.
Yep.
So ours will be less. I'm not going to give you a number just yet. But basically, there will be, if you're a institution-based provider or customer, the fee will be less than if you're a verified person, and then again less than if it's an unverified. An unverified person will have a higher fee than basically down the tiers you go. And I think we might actually do something for companies, as we call them, as well, as an in-between between institution and verified.
Geek of all trades had a really good question here. Do we get greater rewards if we're classified as a data center? Like if we host with Terra?
Yeah, that's an institution.
Okay. Do you get anything better?
Yep.
Yes, you will. And there'll be different tiers to that. We're starting out with the 2 tiers, basically verified and unverified. But there will be, as we build out the teams model, there will be verified teams, which will get a higher payout rate as well. So one of the big questions that everybody asks is they say, what's the difference? If my rig gets tapped for proof of use of work, what's my percentage increase from what I'm mining normally? And the rule of thumb that we're using at the beginning through alpha through beta and into release is about 10% greater than what you would for mining. So it'll be about a 10% bump. Now, if it's a bigger job and they're willing to pay more, you could see 15, 20% bump. It just depends on what the job is that we're processing.
Gordon Murray, I can hook you up on those keychains if you'd like one.
What did you guys say earlier on the overclocked profiles? So, like, are they working right now or not working? King, I can't remember where you were at.
They are working, but there might be gotchas to it. So, but they're gonna be quickly fixed in the next few days.
Okay, I was curious. I was trying to apply one for Neoxid on my 3060s, and it gave me like a pseudo error, so I wasn't sure if it was working or not.
They're gonna come online in the next few days. So for now, in Windows, use Afterburner if you really want to fine tune.
I see we can't adjust the fan speed yet, but I'm assuming that's coming soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Motor City mentioned loyalty bonus and rewards for uptime would be useful. Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah and no. You get a loyalty bonus because you probably will be picked sooner than somebody whose uptime is a lot less.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't say how it was coming to him, Davey.
Well,
so where does Flux get the Flux to pay for those workers, Dan?
Well, we have basically projects that have bought compute resources and are testing the network. So essentially, you guys are going to be paid for that. And also, we have individuals who have donated Flux that'll get us through our beta period, so that when we come out the other side for full release candidate, we'll be ready to rock and roll. So. Yeah, I mean, our goal is to make sure that we're especially in the beta period. The alpha period, you guys are getting this before Christmas. Merry Christmas. You play with it, tweak it in. We'll get lots of things, give us lots of input. When we go to beta, you're going to be paid in beta. So as soon as beta turns, you're ready to get tapped, you're ready to get paid. So all good stuff there. So we have multiple projects that have already reached out to us for compute resources. As a matter of fact, we have one customer who's going to be tuning up. How many cards, Davey? Was over 200,000, I think.
Yeah,
Holy.
The guy in Germany is
yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
need, or that's what he's turning up.
That's what he's turning up.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what he's turning on. So
Crazy.
It's going to grow
Yeah.
pretty rapidly, which is cool.
Yeah, and he won't be coming till later, so don't worry. You guys are going to get
so
you'll be making fucking bank. Don't worry about it.
Well, plus, okay, so here's how it's actually going to work, the Flux Edge piece, right? So I know we're very focused now on mining and all the fun stuff here, but what's going to happen is that folks are, especially if you jump on these type of projects, you're going to actually jump in a project that's going to run for a month or so, if not 2 months, if not for a year even. So depending on the size of your rig and depending on your appetite for it, you might be set for a long time without even mining, and you're being paid per hour regardless. If you want to talk passive income, that's basically it right there. Then I can already feel the questions coming about what if I have to do updates, or Microsoft does its patch Tuesday. Those will be agreements you basically make with the consumer. So there will be a small agreement basically every time you guys sign up for this type of stuff. And if you're not interested in doing that, there's also the ad hoc work and kind of how Vast does it, where you can basically have your machine just rented out for a period of time.
Hypothetically speaking, if OpenAI or X or somebody like that needed overflow, they would basically rent out particular teams. So they would just say, this is our overflow, and you need to be ready for that overflow, and you'd be getting paid for that. No matter what you're doing, you're getting paid at a higher rate, even if they're idle. So you have to remember that. So we see this a lot, especially for universities. Universities have to have the compute resources on standby, but that window could be a week. That window could be 2 weeks. And Alex, you could probably speak to that a little bit better than I. But essentially, we would be allocating resources, and they may not be running, which is totally bizarre, but you're getting paid for the standby. You're basically the wetlands for whatever they're doing for their data set.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I have a question. And this might be a stupid question, and I don't know if this was answered already. So full disclaimer here.
Go over it.
Now, like on something like TensorDoc or Vast AI, companies have, I guess they would be like APIs where they can automatically on demand rent equipment. I don't know if this was answered. Would this be an option on FluxCore? Because I know with Vast AI, projects that use Stable Diffusion, they're on an on-demand basis. So what they do is their company works with Vast AI, and then they get like an immediate deployment when they get an order. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is this something that's going to be available through FluxCore?
Yep. Well, Flux Edge, yes.
Oh, Flux Edge. Sorry, yes. Well, Flux,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
FluxCore is the software you see in front of you. Flux
Right.
Edge is the offering. Yeah. So Flux Edge will have. We're going to be working with some bigger partners too that lack the compute power. So they basically want to show it as on their website as if it's theirs, and then all of a sudden there will be a job running from their end. We are going to be working with other folks in our space as well, where we basically will rent from them and they will rent from us, like depending on the needs. So the way we've set it up is that we are able to be very interoperable with other folks. So there will be options for APIs. There will be options to pull APIs from us to see profitability on certain type of cards. Just saying. All of that will, as we go into the next year, you'll see us releasing Medium articles where we will then disclose how you do this, how you do that. There will be professional services that will come with this for more custom build-ins. This is literally us coming into the enterprise world so that we can literally bring in enterprise folks. We can bring in institutions, or we can even bring in universities. And make it as available as we can for everybody to use. So, and yes, you'll be paid in Flux. yes, there will be options for folks who are not using crypto wallets that they can actually use their credit cards. But David, then how is that portraying then to Flux? Well, we will basically settle that for Flux so that you guys still are paid in Flux.
Yeah, it settles instantly in the back end. So you will use Coinbase, Crypto.com. We'll use Stripe, Square. There'll be a whole bunch of different ones that will run, and there'll be a payment settlement mechanism. Anything that comes in goes out in Flux immediately. So nothing is held in any dollars really. It just gets settled to Flux immediately.
Now, do know, and I see one of the questions actually just popped in, and it's actually a good question. So for all the people that might be running this on a gaming computer, how usable is the computer while the job is running? It is not usable.
Yeah, it's hard to be usable. I can understand that.
I hate to see your Fortnite FPS while you're running AI or rendering. I think it might be a little sluggish. I'll be very honest. And especially if you then also want to do streaming on top of that, then it'll be very sluggish. So yeah. So yeah, this is the basics, guys. This is literally the foundation. From here on out, we build up. So there will be gotchas to it. There will be bugs. There will be things you see like, oh, I wish they did this differently, or I wish they did it this way. By all means, put in a ticket. We'll look at it. We'll vet through them and make sure, that we will look into them. They might not make it in, but most of them, we'll probably do a lot of changes. So I don't know if this will look the same in a few months, but in a few months, this might look completely different based on the feedback we get from making this now public for everybody to test it out.
Yeah, one of the things we've been talking about too, guys, is, you're seeing the back end, you're seeing the meat and potatoes. The Flux Edge is really going to be unique. The marketplace is going to be unique. David, do you have access to show them the marketplace? Can we leak that and share just like the front of it, or is that too much? Am I asking for too much?
No.
Lucas is asleep, so I can pull this off.
There you go.
I just don't know if I have access to it at the moment, so give me a sec.
What is your, while you guys are talking about that, what is your kind of planned time period for alpha? Is this a month? Is this 3 months? Is this 2 quarters? Like, kind of, what are you guys envisioning as a soft time period?
I'd like to see us hit late Q1 into Q2 for beta.
Okay.
And then and much like we've done with other products like WordPress and things like that, we've kept WordPress has been in beta for the better part. It comes out of beta now, and it'll be one of our release candidates for January. But it makes sense for us to have a longer beta period. But this alpha period is going to help us abbreviate that beta period, because a lot of the things that we need to change, we'll catch in alpha with you folks and with our community. And then that way it basically speeds us up to go into beta, which means everybody starts getting paid. All the creature comforts start to come online, especially with the marketplace. And by the way, I think it's going to coincide with when our marketplace is set to launch, which we're very close on that. And I think that all those things will start to come together all at once.
So when your marketplace launches, on the flip side of that, so will the proof of useful work ability within the miners then? Because if the marketplace launches, then you're having already customers ready to go. Is that correct?
Yeah, and the other thing that's badass is our marketplace is agnostic. So you guys mentioned, TensorFlow, Core AI, Vast AI, all of them are going to be in our marketplace. Because essentially allowing people to mine and to deploy on their networks is absolutely paramount for us. So Akash network is absolutely going to be there. We've met with Greg Ozori and we've chatted about how we can do some symbiotic relationships there. Like, these are not competitions for any of us. Like, what Core's doing or BitTensor or any of these folks, everybody's doing something fairly unique. And I think our marketplace really works well because it pulls those pieces together. So you're going to see all of those pieces, maybe not at launch, but somewhere close after that, you'll see all of them in there.
Got it. And are you guys going to be releasing the marketplace and proof of useful work in alpha, or is that a beta option you guys are envisioning?
It'll be a closed test for folks first. that
Okay.
we are working with. But I think it'll kind of go the same route where we will allow folks to play with things and go forward.
Yeah, I think the people that are helping out with this alpha will be the first one to get the alpha of the marketplace.
Yep. And we know as well. Yeah, and we also know who came online when and all that, so that we can kind of reward you guys as well who are bringing on machines. So make sure that you guys are kind of the early adopters. So that all of that. And I actually have on the screen is an early version of the marketplace. The early version. So there's a lot more to go into it, but it'll change a lot by the time it's released. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we need to get a screenshot of the website as well, the front end of the website. That's where it blows my mind. Now, this is cool and all, but the actual website where everything kind of gets dropped in is absolutely freaking amazing.
Yeah, give me a sec here. I know which one you're talking about.
Do you have it?
He has it, unfortunately.
well, it's all Lucas's fault. He should have been up tonight. So.
Yep.
Alex,
if you
what
make-
time is it over there for you?
It's 5:30.
5 in the morning.
that's early.
Ooh, nice.
So on that note, I'm going to peace out. I need to finish getting my FluxCore video ready to release for tomorrow morning. So
you need to render it.
No, it's done. No, do I need to render it? Yeah, send it your way. It's done. No, I got to do all the other fun stuff. So I'm going to head out there. But gentlemen, a pleasure. Congratulations on your launch here, and I guess everybody else look forward. So the floodgates 12:01 is that when the countdown timer will swap over to the install page? Is that correct, or the download link and stuff?
Yep.
Cool. Sounds good. Exciting. I'll keep an eye out for it over the next 30 minutes or so. See you guys.
All right. See you, buddy.
Later,
Thank
hobbies.
you.
Yep, see you. Bye.
Well, I'm not as good looking as the hobbyist miner, but I'm here to help you guys.
I have to do something here. Give me 1 sec. All right. What other questions do we have? Let's see.
What are the bandwidth requirements? I'm guessing there is some type of benchmarking process. Yes, Alpha Mine. There is absolutely benchmarking, and there is bandwidth requirements.
Oh man.
So one of the things that I want to bring up though is that I love the fact now that the guys who are joining us, they're also streaming to their own channel. So we're all over the place. So thank you guys for doing that. I don't know how you're doing it.
Appreciate it.
But Hobbyist had his stream going. So yeah, there's a, and then in a half hour we'll probably bring on the leaderboards, and we'll be able to start downloading. So 30 minutes away, I believe.
Davey, can you pull up the help page that was created for this as well, just to show everybody?
This is a good question while he's doing that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher your name. Pranav asks, "Hey Dan, any way we could see what jobs we're working on while we aren't mining?"
Yes, you will be able to see that. That very transparent. We want to try to keep everything so you know whether or not you're doing AI, whether you're doing rendering, whether you have some type of edge compute piece. But yes, absolutely.
But you will not see all the details though.
No details.
Right. Well, you can kind of get an understanding of what's happening because here's my thing, right? And me and King have talked about this a lot.
Don't drag me into this.
That's right here. Let's go.
You're not dragging.
Yeah.
No, it's just you. All right. I don't know what you're gonna say.
So there's been. I think we lost Dan. There's been.
No, I'm here. I'm just looking for something.
Oh, I thought you were hiding from this too.
I could be.
There's been people that have been caught on Vast AI using compute resources for nefarious things. And one way, Second TL and King showed me a way for us to go in and look and see what they're doing. There's no way to go in and see what they're doing. So here's my thing.
We know who's doing it.
Right, but here's my thing, right? So what steps will Flux take to make sure these people do not get back? Like, are we banning IP addresses? Are we?
Yeah, we will ban them.
We'll ban. Okay,
Yeah, and if it's nefarious, we can even report them.
Well, security is a huge thing, right? So, and people are always going to do this for what they. We've seen a bunch of stuff on Vast, wallet cracking stuff, and all kinds of stuff, and it's just not.
Well, I mean, that's not really you can't. I mean, it is nefarious, but it's not. But what if they're cracking their own wallet, though?
Right.
And
I'm
it's
speaking in a general concept. I'm speaking generally.
So here's a question I do have, because I'm not familiar with Kubernetes. Can they get outside of their container to get into your network at all? Is it at all possible? Not possible.
Nope. You can. They can do their. They can download from the internet, but they can't go on your network.
Hey, Davey, it won't let me post this help thing, so I'm going to send it to you in Discord.
I got it. I just letting the guys talk.
Okay, sorry.
Right there. All the help. So we literally went through it, and I know Obvious has done some stuff too. So there's an entire help function that we already prepped for you guys, and there's a Discord channel that's set up as well, so you guys can freely talk with each other as well. So you're good to go. Now going back to the bad actors. Okay, so the same applies to any provider out there. The same applies to you guys. Let's be honest. And how do you guys catch it? It's not always easy to catch these things.
It's not, and there are a lot of people, and I just give some education. A lot of people think, oh well, if someone's running something bad on my machine, is it going to come back down to me? Well, rental cars don't get in trouble when they rent a car to someone and that person commits a crime. So legally, you're probably okay. And this I heard from an attorney. So
yes, you're right.
There are people that will try to do things. So I suggest to everybody that have some sort of network security set up anyway. This is just a backup. Don't run this on your TP-Link router with your TV and your phone, everything connected to it. Have some sort of network security set up if you're running these things at home, because these people can find out if something does happen. It can,
and that's not just for us, by the way.
That's for everybody.
That's for everything you do, even if you're just regular mining. Guys,
correct. Yeah. Well, that too.
You better have it already set up in a way that it's not just on your normal network. Now that said, again, you are protected as well in that case that you don't even know what's running. So you literally can claim innocence. Like you have no idea. You know it's an AI or you know it's a job, but you don't know exactly what it's doing. Right. And that's two-way. One, you're not supposed to know. You're just providing the hardware, right. But at the same time, because the folks who are running something might be running medical things, and you're not supposed to know, or they might be running forecasting of their their revenue models or something. So you're not supposed to know either. And as much as I want to make sure that everybody is protected, I think the majority is not going to be doing bad things on the network.
But we will. We'll be watching like a motherfucker.
But we have sent. So one of the things that we have as well is in the back end we have software running as well, provided by the software that we're using, that we can actually see what kind of nefarious things that are actually happening. So if something does happen and it's out of the ordinary, we will get alerted.
Right.
And then we can take action at that point.
Well, that's good, because with anything, even crypto mining, it doesn't even have to be crypto related. Anything from any website, keyloggers, there's always stuff that could breach someone's network security. So
what are you talking about? You're talking about keyloggers and network security? What?
Yeah, man. You taught me. You taught me all this stuff. Yes, you did.
I'm just gonna go plug in some Ethernet cables. My job is done.
You taught me all this, man. This is the Mining King Networking Academy. I mean, this was great.
No,
but it's
not.
I passed with flying colors. I connected a Ubiquity. I felt so happy. I was like, oh man, look.
Sorry. Even my Zalcore wallet and all that, and it's all on different hardware and on different network within my environments. Even that I do separate.
Yeah.
And a perfect example today with Ledger. So you really want to be careful what you do, anything on the internet, right? So
Right, 100%.
Just protect yourself, and we're also making sure that you guys are protected as well. And we spend a lot of time. We could have gone the easy route, like for real. We could have really gone the easy route. Just go, let's start. We know how to install Docker. We've done it with all our cloud solutions already. So we go just straight on Docker and off we go, and we'll see where it goes. No, we took our time to really put in Kubernetes and more detailed, even RKE2 is what we're actually using.
Okay,
So, yeah.
I'm confused here. Is it Kubernetes or Kubernetes?
Cubes.
Tomato.
Cubes. Alex met you guys in the middle. He said cubes. Cool, I'm with that. I'll call it cubes. Cool.
Will there be a CPU mining option? Yes. Because I know they actually were testing it the other day on my other machine. I was like, what are my fans screaming about? And I'm like, oh god, yeah, they're CPU mining, and they didn't set any limitations or anything like that. So that thing was just crying, and my son is like, I can't slave, it's so loud. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's nobody. Oh wait.
Pranav has a question and says, can people rent this with fiat or USDT, or is it just with Flux or BTC?
All of the above.
All the above. Yeah, all the above. We made sure that we had fiat on ramps as well as crypto. As a matter of fact, anything that's listed on crypto.com or Coinbase or Stripe, you can use any of those cryptos. And then, of course, you can use, we're going to have Apple Pay, Google Pay, all that kind of good shit at some point.
I also noticed the account you have. Hey, Mining King, you're logged into the system now. That account, you can you will be able to use that everywhere. Just FYI. So that's our single sign-on at this point has also been improved already as well. So you'll be able to use any wallet you like. You'll be able to link it to that. You'll be able to use Flux address, your MasterCard, your Visa, your Flux credit card. I don't know if you're even going there at that point.
Got a Flux credit card?
No.
Dan, tell me the truth. You got a Flux credit card?
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yep. I'm just kidding.
No, but you'll be able to do any payment system basically. So
awesome. Yeah, I think that's going to be definitely easier for people on the. You're going to get a lot of people in the space who are not going to understand crypto right away, right? But they're going to want to involve themselves and giving them something that they know to onboard.
I'm sure. Yeah, what's going to happen is that they're going to be like, I don't want to do this crypto stuff, so they're going to pay with credit card or whatever or Stripe, and then be like, what is this other thing? What is this wallet thing? And then you're going to introduce people that way too, which is going to be kind of cool as well.
Right.
There is a question that just popped up from Pranav about Flux nodes and FluxCore. We did have some unavailable sections on FluxCore. Do we want to address that real quick?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Sure.
Davey, you got one you can pull up or somebody?
Well, I can reshare my screen if you want.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't make me get my laptop out, guys.
He's already got his glasses on now. See? If he pulls
Kinda
out the
looks
laptop,
like,
you guys are in trouble.
That reminds me of the Grandvine up.
Yeah, he's up.
You know what? That's some messed up shit right there because my wife said the same thing. That's messed up.
That is messed up. He does look like the grandpa from Up.
I'm getting rid of them.
Man.
Those glasses are gone.
I think that topped the stream for me.
I got to put these on instead.
Yeah. Now you look like the grandpa from Ups. Now you look like his accountant.
the hipster version of it.
Who fucking invited him on?
It's just saying. I'm just kidding.
I know.
What was I bringing up here, guys? Because
the question from Pranav.
Yeah, what was the question?
FluxCore versus Flux nodes. How does Flux nodes integrate into FluxCore?
Yeah. Well, you'll be able to actually run your Flux nodes from FluxCore. Start them, stop them,
deploy
set them up, and deploying
Yeah,
it.
it's hot. It's grayed out on there now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to use this versus your wallet versus Zalcore wallet. You'll be able to use this to start your node. Or
Well, what is the services one then?
the services is something that we will allow you to bring in an AI tool or a Jupyter notebook and run it straight on your own machine.
It's Flux Edge, but for the provider side.
Yep.
Got it.
Did you guys discuss fees? A couple of people asked about fees.
Yeah. We talked fees earlier.
You did already? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we talked fees earlier in the stream. But basically, in short, it's less than FSCI, a lot less than FSCI. Sorry. And then also, it's based on verified or unverified if you're an institution or not. So all of those things come into play. So dark mode is going to be available in the next few days because we added a couple of extra things. And as you noticed here earlier, see the white block. So we need to fix that. So and not to jeopardize.
Fix it, Jeff Key. I mean, come on, man.
I already gave Alex. Okay, Alex, we have more complaints of things that need to be fixed.
Which is a good thing. These people are complaining and telling you what they want to see fixed.
Oh, man.
So,
That's what we want, right? Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yes.
Now's the time to critique and let the community work for you guys.
Absolutely.
This is it.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Now's the time. If it sucks, we want to know.
So how does the SSP wallet play into FluxCore? It doesn't have to, but you can. So the SSP wallet is its own wallet. You can do and use it however it is. So SSP is just a transaction wallet, right? So you basically sign off your sending and with two ways, right? So on the PC and on your phone. So, but it's
What does
Flux?
What does SP stand for?
Simple, secure
protocol.
No.
Private.
I tried.
Private.
Damn it.
Private? I forgot.
You never told me this name.
I'll take Flux information.
I have a different name for it, but I'm not saying that one.
Yeah, we can't say that on here, Davey.
No. Will there be options to run custom stack, Docker Compose, Helm, etc., or Flux, or will it keep it being approved Dockers?
We don't know that yet.
I have to think about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to think about that. Depending on who it is, there will be more or less options for them available. Let's say it that way. Like if it's
will or does FluxCore have MFA?
Yes. Multi-factor authentication, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Powerful, that's the one. Thank you, Tag Doofus. At least somebody who paid attention, and of all people, it was Doofus.
Oh, Doofus, we love you. I like private anyway. They didn't want to use mine.
Yeah, so but it is an alternative to Amazon and Azure. So depending on the level of as a consumer, because there also will be some levels in there as well. You won't be able to do everything if you're not verified as a consumer either. By the way, just to protect everybody. But if you are, if you're an institution or you're a verified person, you'll have more availability to what you can deploy and what you can't deploy.
I don't know who. Prandiv is asking some killer questions, and one that I'll field right now. Also, how does this fix the problems with 51% attacks? What if more than 50% of the Flux hash is pooled to a job and someone takes over the network? Well, first of all, 51% attacks, there's a lot of misunderstanding around them. I mean, essentially a 51% or a double spend attack would really target exchanges. Flux has a maximum reorg height. It was originally 40 confirmations and we moved it down to 10 confirmations. So the chain can never get out of order more than 10 confirmations, which basically the node network would take over and it wouldn't let you do the double spend. 50, as long as your confirmations on exchanges are higher than your maximum reorg height, you don't have to worry about that. You have, you know, problems like, let's say Ethereum Classic was trying to get quick transaction times, and they got 51% attacked because the maximum reorg, they didn't have a maximum reorg height in that chain. So essentially, proof of use of work and what we're doing with Edge does nothing for the 51% attacks, and we also mitigate that by only allowing a percentage of the network to move at any one particular time. So you couldn't come in and move the entire network off at any one particular time. So really nothing to worry about that. And really the only people that it's advantageous for a 51% attack is somebody that wants to hit the exchanges. And that's not an issue with Flux. We use parallel assets. So whether it's, you know, Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain or whatever at a lot of exchanges, but like say somewhere like KuCoin, they're going to take their transactions. They're at 40 now. They're going to go down to 10 here in the next update, and we don't have to worry about it. So as long as it's set above 10, we're good to go.
Okay, can we give a quick summary for Chris? He's a little late. Just a little. Yeah.
Play the stream back at 1.5 speed. Be all right.
Yeah. And Pranav, here's the other kicker to it. And what you bring up is literally one of the items we discussed in the brainstorm sessions we had when we came with the solution that we have now. Is if we put this purely on Flux and we take away people mining Flux for this, we basically are introducing other issues on the blockchain, right? Difficulty spikes and such. And that would not help anybody. That's also why we are coin agnostic, and when you're able to mine any other coin of your liking. So we basically spread out the load that way as well. So that is a very that's something we really thought about. We went the route of, hey, let's put it all on the Flux chain, and if you're mining Flux, you switch over automatically to useful and back, and that's the thing. You don't always switch back. It can be really for lengthy times that you'll be working on certain things. So we want to make sure that our chain is safe and others as well. So that's why we spread the load. Any other questions?
What about penalties for reliability or falling down to, you know, having a low score?
Penalties and all that we'll disclose later. At this point, that's not.
We're not doing slashing or anything like that. Any kind of goofy shit that people do. So don't worry about that.
Goofy.
Yeah, we're
Dan,
not gonna...
hold on. This Pranav guy said again. This guy's he's on his game tonight. Big fan. I'm glad you guys took your time with this. Unlike Dynex. Oh, don't get me started on that. Never minded that coin, and someone thing or the other always is fishy about it. With the miners going down, you know. Hey, look, we appreciate it, and you know, I am more comfortable with Dynex now than I was in the past. Still don't care for the way that they've done some things over there, but I'll tell you right now, we've already tested Dynex. Davey's been playing around with it as well. We've been playing around with Tensor. Clore literally just got released in Zelcore 15 minutes ago. So you know, we're going to be making some move with Clore as well. So yeah, I think in the end there's going to be lots of proof of use of works, and I think there should be. I mean, that's how you build a successful infrastructure. But we appreciate that, and we do take our time, guys. I mean, you know, people knock us for taking so long on betas and stuff like that. Look, man, if you put a product out there and somebody uses it for the first time and it fucking sucks, they're not coming back. So we got to get it right. And that's why we're, you know, if you get it right and you make it feel like, you know, what they've used in Web 2, and it feels easy to use and it's simplistic and you can board with fiat and you can do all these things. Yeah, we can slap some shit together. We can throw a dashboard out there and pretend that we're doing it, but this is the real deal. This is, you know, we spent a lot of time on this shit.
So I picked this question up because they always think we're not going to answer this. It's the wrong question to ask. What would it take for Flux to become profitable for GPU miners? The moment it becomes really profitable is the moment you lose. Think about that one. I will never mine the coins that are the most profitable on what to mine, personally. Never. I will always mine the coins who are down and more to the bottom. And the reason why is because that's the coins you want to mine. Those are the ones you're actually mining now to get profits later.
See, a lot of these folks don't understand what delayed return on investment is, Davey, because they're new miners.
Yep.
So I mean, they're coming in, they're chasing the what the hell's the fork of Caspa now? I mean, what the fuck?
Carlson, I think it is.
Carlson, and now there's another one today, and it's like,
Byron.
you know,
No, there's not. There's not another one. Nobody knows what it is. Shh.
It's Pyron.
There's another one every day for now.
But what they're gonna
just go on the Bitcoin forum and you can see it. What is it, Pyron or something? Yeah. See.
But what they're gonna
don't
find?
Chase, guys.
It's good for us because I'm still mining Flux and my difficulty's down and I'm happy. I've got more of a bag and it's great, awesome shit. But you know, people need to start understanding these new miners. We got to do good jobs of explaining delayed return on investments.
Yeah.
You know, mine your piping hot shit coins. There's a reason why we set proof of use work up to be able to do by the card or by the rig. Is, you know, you're going to want to still do your spec mining. We understand that, and we're miners at heart, so we know what that's like when you're busting blocks and those coins are coming in, and you're like, hell yeah, let's roll. I get it. I was a shitcoin miner way back in my day too, guys. So in the end, it's about delayed return on investment. It's about understanding what your risk tolerance is on stuff and be smart. You know, don't chase shitcoins.
Yeah, it's there's that. And I would love to see Flux mining be profitable. Don't get me wrong. For me, it is personally, depending on your electricity, there's so many variables too. But having everybody jump on this Pyron coin and tomorrow there will be yet another one.
And tomorrow we shall mine.
You jump on those. When everybody jumped on Carlson, my rewards went up.
You know, but here's another strategy that a lot of us do is we mine what's most profitable and buy Flux with it.
Yeah,
that's another option. But
if I can make triple the money mining dog doo-doo and then take that dog doo-doo and turn it into nice gold Flux, it's the same thing.
You know,
this one always gets me.
Oh, here we Dan had to stand up for this. Oh, hold on, let me sit up.
Hold on. I want to point something out because people talk a lot about that. And as a matter of fact, I've spent the past couple of weeks looking at Twitter and seeing people saying, "I don't understand why the profit is going up on this shitcoin. You know, we mined it. It got listed on Trade Ogre. It's all of a sudden pumping. It's up. I'm selling everything.
It's down.
Well, the reason they're doing that, it's the same reason they meme coins. You know, essentially they're pumping the prices up, and let's say it goes to 13 cents, 14 cents. People are moving their bags of premium product, whatever's out there. And I mean, I'm not just saying Flux. It's because it's our product. I'm talking anything that would be a premium product. They're selling into it. They're missing the opportunity with mining, and these guys are going over and they're capitalizing on that. So use your head when you're doing this, guys. There's a reason why 97% of all projects are dead within the first 4 years. Hell, in 2017 they were dead in the first year. So go back
first week,
you know. So
I brought them online on my pool, and literally a week or two later, the devs were gone. And we're like, okay, guys, everybody has their bag. Bye.
Yeah. So just be super careful. It's fun to chase. It's fun to play that. And if you can make some money, great. But don't let it cloud your judgment across the board. Anyway, we got 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes.
Another good question, and I see, or a statement that I see often is Flux mining is power. The power consumption is so high. You're doing it wrong if your power consumption is high on Flux mining.
I don't have that problem. Yeah,
it's dirt cheap, especially on AMDs. You can really make them really efficient for barely using any power. My 6600 uses less than 60 watts an hour.
Try running Kapow. I mean, Kapow kills my shit. I don't know what the hell You know what I mean? It's like it's
Tune
all in what you
your
do to
cards.
tweak it.
Yeah, tune your cards, and your power hunger cards go way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to really play with it. Yeah, so no, you shouldn't run your cards wide open.
I just asked the Mining King for help.
Oh no.
No. Sorry. The number you've reached is no longer in service. Please try the number again.
Hey.
Homebrew said, say it correctly. Mine dog food and trade it for steak. There you go.
Could be, yeah. I mean, could be. I mean,
Everybody has their own strategy, and I'm not going to judge everybody. So everybody do what you feel comfortable with, and if that works for you, awesome. Period.
I mean, I feel both strategies are pretty good, right? But you're both going to have to switch coins, right? Because if they're mining, dog kibble for like 5 days because it's making a lot of money, right? Everybody's going to jump off. But as soon as it's not making money, they could come back to your coin and then your yields go down, right? So then you're going to move on to another coin that will give you better yield. So, I mean, both
it's
people
like that,
will.
It's like that Spider-Man meme where everybody's fucking pointing at each other. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah. That's exactly it. I mean, both sides will chase, right? I don't know which side chases more. I tried the Carlson thing for a little bit, but it's kind of dead now. So I'm going back to mining some coins that are,
I'll
low
ask a
hash
question,
rates.
Hawk. This urine or whatever it's called, I couldn't even pronounce it. I think.
Did you just say urine?
Yeah.
Iron.
Prior. Shit coins for me. I don't know. Do they even have a roadmap at this point? Did they actually put work in it? Did they put effort into it?
I don't. I'm not a Pyron advocate. I don't know.
Because the Carlson website, when I looked at it, it literally said, "We have no roadmap. We have no idea yet."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going straight to Trade Ogre and swapping it. So,
which is the right thing to do.
I got nothing. I got no answer there. So maybe they listen. If you just saw Caspa's first website, you'd have probably said the same thing. Okay, because I remember when their site got up, I was like, "Wow, look at this." Well, hold on. When their site first got released, there was little to no information. You had to get a node and you had to mine to it. It's the same story. So I do give a lot of projects benefit of the doubt. And I give them a little bit of time to develop. If it goes 6 months and they're still looking like dog doo-doo, then hey, look, man, like you made your bed, you lay in it. I understand sometimes these projects.
Everybody has to start that way. And don't get me wrong.
Dude, if you would have saw the Zell website at the beginning,
original?
Oh my god, it was hellish.
But
it was hellish.
At the same time, Hawk, the difference with Caspa is that these guys actually created their own algorithm. So they actually did something different than everybody else when they came online. That made them interesting.
Yeah.
That was the difference. These guys are literally hey, thanks for the work, guys. We're gonna fork it, and we're bringing it online, right? So
So I would say the two most popular algorithms are forked in this bear market is Kapow and now it's the K heavy hash stuff is now forking.
Well, which is natural.
And I never understood why nobody ever forked NiceHash because really, honestly, ASIC resistant. It's held up so well. It just totally boggles my mind. I went on what to mine the other day, and it was Kapow.
Yeah.
And then now we're listed as proof of use of work now, but it was NiceHash.
I have heard
NiceHash
that.
and NiceHash.
I have heard that Kapow is one of the easiest to implement, though, too. So
I believe that NiceHash is not easy. I will tell you that. There's a reason why it's made it the better part of 4 years without any ASICs or FPGAs.
Right.
But Kapow is as it comes to cards, it's heavy for the cards, but it is pretty robust when it comes to things.
Oh, and did I mention the guy that wrote Kapow for Raven originally? He works for us.
Really?
Yeah, Jeremy Anderson, who was the lead developer for Ravencoin for years. and when they had their ASICs and FPGAs come on, he wrote Kapow for them. I think that's how it started, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
I'm just actually looking at what else is on there.
Yes, Max, you're right. It was a fork of Prague POW.
Yes.
But he's the one that forked it, I believe.
Hey, what's that thing you shared on Discord yesterday, Davey? That you're leaking but not leaking?
Oh, I'm not leaking.
Oh.
Nope. That's Paradigm. So, nope.
Somebody said, didn't someone say the rate? Whoa, what are you going to show? Just show it, dude. Let's do it.
Nope.
You got.
No, that one we can't show. No, that one we can't show then.
Oh, that one. Yeah, we can't show that one. Holy shit. Yeah. Alex, what are you trying? You need a nap. This kid needs a nap.
He's sleep deprived. It's all right.
Yeah, it's like
don't let them tell you what to do, Alex. You leak what you want to leak.
Alex is going to work in an hour. Like,
yeah, Alex, you're late for work in a bit.
Oh yeah, in 3 minutes.
NiceHash said next to Kapow is better than Kapow on cards.
Oh,
yeah,
Motor City Miner. No, I literally talked with the folks from Bitmain, and they're like, it's not worth it. It's too much involvement to really get it going.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, and the other thing too is we've been very public. If we would find an FPGA or an ASIC on Flux, we have a backup algo sitting in the queue ready to roll. So I mean, they'd really fuck themselves because they'd spend all that money on development, and we all know the ASICs run for a long time before they ever get to your door. So they might be able to get it out and start to market it, but by the time they're marketing it, we're forking it anyway.
It is. I guess everything is theoretically possible if you put the effort and the money in. I guess you could, but is it really worth it? If we would just change it at that point, okay, great, you have a machine for nothing.
We're talking less than a week to implement the new algo. So I mean, we've already made massive commitment to being ASIC resistant.
And then what was the other one?
Wait, we got 1 minute, Davey.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the hell this thing changes over.
I hope you got a lot of resources on this site right now running because a lot of people are going to be pulling from the server.
Everybody remember, if you have problems, you ping Jeff Key in Discord. He's
yes,
the support team.
Exactly.
Don't ping me. I'm going to bed here in about 3
What
minutes.
does the conversation with Bitmain look like? Do they offer you guys kickbacks, or do they just notify you if they intend to make an ASIC for your algo?
No, we actually talked to Bitmain, and we told them if you do it, it would suck because we're gonna fork it. So no kickbacks. We would never do that to the community ever in a million years. Fuck that.
If you want to kill your project, that's the one way to do it.
Yep. Yeah, you don't sell your soul to those fuckers.
All right, 20 seconds.
All right. Let's go.
Everybody's going to be hitting the refresh button here.
Oh my gosh.
Bang, 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 bang.
404 error.
404. Don't say that.
Probably.
I'm kidding.
Because it has to probably refresh in the back end.
If you're hitting a million, if a million people are downloading them, I mean, it's inevitable. I mean, unless you...
All right.
All right, hit refresh. Yeah, leaderboards. 1,800 benchmarks. Yeah.
All right. There's your download button, guys.
Bang,
Go
bang,
have fun.
look at that. Let's go. Congratulations. Pop the top.
Woo! Right. I'm going to go to bed now. So if you guys ping me, that's all great. I'm sleeping.
Keeping him the other days.
Special thank you to everybody that turned out tonight. We've been on for 2 hours, and mostly everybody's hung out the whole time. We're super grateful for all you guys. Look, there's going to be problems, guys. There's going to be shit that doesn't work right. It's alpha. Let us know. We will fix it. We have a guy, and the guy has a guy, and we'll make sure that those guys fix what you got. So, again, thank you guys for coming tonight. Hawk, thanks for showing up. Mining King, you kick ass. Alex, keep rocking. Davey, you rock. Trunk, thanks for jumping on earlier. Guys, have a good night and have fun. Let us know how it goes.
Sweet.
Right. There is
Good
a
luck,
help
guys.
desk file, guys. I'll put that in the chat here if you guys need help and run into the antivirus causing you guys some grief. This is blockchain.
Good luck, guys. I'm out.
All right, see ya.
I'll see you guys later. Good luck. Wish you guys
Stay
the
on
best.
for a little longer, and then here as well for Dokes.
Just scroll down to number 7, Jeff Key, and you could just see.
Oh
what it is.
God, no! For real? Okay, there he is. God damn it, he's on number 7.
I can't wait for when we build our baseline compute and we put one of these, bad mamma jamma multiple 4090 rigs on here.
All right, Alex, you might want to tell the devs that they have to work on a mobile version too next time.
Yep. Oh yeah. Enough.
For the website, apparently it's now doable for
even
Don't-
in the
don't open it
FAQ
on
is
website
can I
yet.
run FluxCore on Mac?
No, you can't run FluxCore on Mac. I tried.
Even in VM, we disabled.
Yeah,
VM.
even in VM
No.
it was causing me issues. Yeah,
No,
'cause
we
it's different.
disabled VM. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's that too. So yeah, Windows Defender will give you some grief if you need to. So I'll stick around for a few more minutes. But yeah, I do I dare look at my Discord at this point?
Ooh, is there any pings? Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, you could even separate it out by GPUs. Okay, hold on, let me see. Oh, there's 3080 on here. Who else?
Okay, of course. Let's use. I'm assuming. Of course, and then Doofus is there as well. I'm gonna get in trouble. There you go. All right, thank you, everybody. Anything special to get FluxCore working on the Octa server? 10 GPU integration? No. Just get Ubuntu on there and or Windows and off you go. I don't know if Windows can even run on that thing, but just get Ubuntu going. Screw
You just wouldn't be able to benchmark currently right now, right? With multi GPUs, right? You could
No,
you
just
could mine
just
with
one, just one. But you
Could
can
they mine
with
with
it.
all 10 cards?
Yeah, you can like set them
Yeah.
all up, right?
Okay.
There is no requirements section. There is not. The only requirements that there are is use Ubuntu 20, 2024, 20, and 2020, and or Windows 11 Home or Pro. Other than that, have at her. I'm curious what you guys are going to bring online. The I understand button in the web page isn't clickable for me. Is an understand button.
There's going to be a lot of questions here.
Where's the I understand button?
Argon
it's the
Strider.
pop-up.
Half those benchmarks are from Mining King. I've only ran a few.
Yeah, the download works for me.
On the thing.
GT 710 coming online. Let's go. Love it. The download function is working just fine, guys. I just did it.
So question. I know I had a little bit of a hiccup with the NVIDIA drivers. If they're going to run Linux, Alex, do they still need to install the NVIDIA drivers manually before doing the FluxCore?
I was under the assumption the drivers were
Yes.
installed on the Linux.
Oh, yeah. They should be installed.
Automatically, but you might have to reboot your machine though.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you install drivers on Linux, this is a general thing, by the way. If you install drivers on Linux, you always have to reboot to have them take effect. So, but you can always install them in advance if you like. Thank you, Rajnit, if I said that correct.
Oh, it's too bad you don't have a download counter right here. That'd be kind of cool.
Actually, I think we can keep track of that, right? But you'll start seeing the GPUs come online, right? So
Oh yeah,
look,
that's true.
211. It's already 50 more online. So I don't know what's going on, but people at 213. So you can actually see the GPUs already going up. And you guys can ping me all you want. I 213. Is it going up again? 216. So yeah, just in less than, what is it? 5 minutes, we went up 60 GPUs already.
Okay, I'm the top 3080 still, so get wrecked, everyone. Just gotta say that.
Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. I'm guessing I'm being throttled on my API. There you go, 217.
Well, congratulations to you guys.
Actually,
for,
I hate to admit it, but you actually were higher in the list because this is also you. I think this was your other machine that you provided to us for testing back in the day.
Oh, which one was that one? Oh, was that my early one I did in the summertime?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that we used for mining disrupt.
I think that one had a. I think that one had
River.
a 40. Was that a 4070 in that one?
I can see that. That's the beauty of it, right? 4070. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see what people have, right? Specs.
Oh, I see. Oh, you can click on it. Even okay, yeah. The little hand didn't come up, but you can actually click on that person's config. So that's really cool, guys. You can come up here to the leaderboard and check everybody's GPUs and all this stuff or whatever. Click on their config. See, like, okay, well, why am I so low compared to this other guy up here?
And even the driver that was used at that time.
Oh, the driver of the NVIDIA driver as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, driver version 546.17. Okay, cool.
Peter's coming for your machines, King. I think.
The what?
He's coming to knock you off of your current rankings.
Oh, we are coming to knock you off.
I don't know.
Now
Comments.
realize I'm locking like 12 or something gigs of RAM here. Okay, I will shove 256 in there just because I can, just to bump my score.
All right.
I'm
going to call it a day.
Yeah.
Because it's been a long day for me at this point.
It's starting right now. It's
yeah.
6.
I'll be. Yeah, you better get some
so.
sleep, Alex, before people start pinging you in Discord again, like me. I'm sorry.
All good.
60th, you're definitely not in last place, by the way. Or maybe. Oh yeah, okay, maybe you are. Ooh.
So, I'll be hanging out in the Misfit Discord if anybody wants to hang out. If they got some questions or something like that.
There you go.
But yeah.
Well, it's a mixed. I see. What's his name? Learjet Minako. I see. You actually brought up. I'm surprised nobody asked a question, but yes, you can have different types of cards in your rig. So yeah, the 3060 Ti and 3070s, and of course his internal GPU is also being detected. I recommend you turn that off if you're not using that. By the way, in general, that's a good thing in general as well. By the way, if you're not using the internal GPU on your motherboard, turn that thing off. It's taking memory.
That is true.
So it's a waste of.
This guy's got a 3090. Ooh, we're gonna have a competition because I have a spare 3090.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see some of the.
Dang, he's at Gen 5 too. What motherboard is that? Oh, he has
Somebody
a
in Holland
12900K.
is already going ham too. 1080. How was he able to score that high?
Dude, 1080s are monsters. They're. I'll have to say that the 1080 and 1080 Ti are.
Oh no,
probably...
no, he's actually in the bottom. Because I'm on page 3. I was like, why is there a 1080 on position 3? Did I do something wrong? Did we miss something?
87. Oh, and 37. Okay.
3090s are.
Oh, I mean, 37's pretty good. This guy, it's 31 now. He has dual 1080 Ti's with 64 gigs of RAM, a i7700K.
So
Impressive.
I hope you guys enjoy this. The fact that we present all that data for everybody to see.
Yeah, congratulations, guys, on your release here, man, and congrats to all the developers who worked on it.
Yep, absolutely.
Would you also want a downloadable CSV from the leaderboard?
Yes. Yeah, no, like anything we can, and anything we can data mine. This is all public data, so let's make it available for everybody. If you can't find yourself in the list, remember you can always go into your own FluxCore software. Let me share it again.
And look up your computer hash, right? Your
look
hash.
up your computer hash, or look up. Just click on the question mark behind your computer on the machine, and it'll actually show you your ranking as well. So maybe I should put it back up.
Dang, Dave, you got knocked down to 115. Oof.
Oh no! I got my big one still, right? I'm still on 16 and 19 on the AI training. So
for now,
look, I was number 1 for the longest time. Just saying.
You were also the only one.
I mean, yeah, it's easy to hold the leaderboard when you're the only one, but
I actually was the top 3. Just FYI.
I have a hint that there's some 3rd gen epics coming with, multiple 4090s.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be beasts coming online. I'm sure. But all right. And again, if you're not on the top 10 worldwide, you can always check your region. There's people.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. You could check the actual regions, like North America and stuff.
I need more. So if you're in Australia, there's a good chance you're in the top 3 if you're fast. There's only 2 online yet.
I'm not even in the top in North America. Whew, I'm still number 7.
Yeah. Sorry, we have 1 in Africa, Cape Town, South Africa. So easy to get a top 3 there as well. What was he using? A 1050. Come on, guys. Easy to beat.
1050. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna head out.
Right.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. If anybody wants to hang out, I'll be over Misfit Mining hanging out.
Right.
Thanks,
guys.
Playing around with this thing. You guys have a good night.
All right.
Enjoy.
Alex,
thank you so much.
What did we do? Did we stay a little longer?
We can.
Just a little longer.
I mean,
oh,
what's sleeping at 6 or 7 a.m.?
Brandon, I'm using Brave on my end, but I will do you a favor and I will run it in Chrome. I personally don't use Chrome as much anymore, but in theory, it shouldn't matter. It's all, yeah. You might have. Oh no, it worked for me. It doesn't show you. I think it actually still downloads, but doesn't show you actually where you want to plop it. At least for me on Chrome, which is awkward. All right. Oh, screw you, doofus. Where's the Mac version? 267 cars online. All right, guys. Have a good evening. I'm gonna call it quits. I'm tired and I've been sick all week, and I'm starting to recover now. But I need to call it quits now. So, if there's any last questions, I'll answer them. But otherwise, I will call it a night.
And you can always reach out in Discord, anyways.
Yep, we'll be in Discord.
Always
There's a separate Discord channel stood up called FluxCore Alpha. So, and for those who are wondering, this is not just a front end for a new miner. Yes, we are using miners that are already public, but this is actually the back end for everything. So there's other tools already installed as well to basically get ready for everything. Basically, the entire foundation is laid out, ready to go. So anyway, good night, guys.
Night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Normally Dan goes like, take us out, but I guess we'll.
Yeah, it's a little sad now.
Yeah, this is awkward.
All right, see you guys.
Let's just
Thank
stare
you.
at the camera and just wave awkwardly.
Oh wait, but
Yeah, I'll leave this out. See you guys.
Oh, why do they lie? Yeah. There's only one way to go, and that's Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. I know we fighting these corporate tyrants. They try to silence, but we can see they tried to censor our speech. They want no privacy. At night I can't sleep, cause my data they gonna breach. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all my people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0, and you know we Web 3.0, and you know we Web 3.0. We gon' fight.
See you guys.